What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the stream. What we're doing today is I am a professional Universes player, and I am attempting to jump into Riftbound, the League of Legends trading card game, the TCG. Love it. What this is I have had a minimum amount of experience with Riftbound. I went to Gen Con, I did the demo, I did the little meet and greet, met some of the big wigs there, and I am wanting to go through, and I want to look at every single Riftbound card in a series of videos, and I want to talk about them and see how I like them. Do I think they look cool? Do I think they look bad? Are they useful? Are they funny? So on and so forth. And so we're going to take my Universes eye and we're going to apply it to Riftbound, knowing that I'm a Universes player. I don't really play creature-based card games. So we'll see how it goes. Order of operations here is I'm going to talk about all of the legends, which this will make sense here in a second, and the characters that get applied to the legends, and the signature spells, and then we're gonna go through color by color, and see what's up with that. So without further ado, we're gonna start off with the first character inside of the set. So the way that legends work this is essentially the theme of your deck is you pick one thing that is a legend, and it is what's going to be sitting in front of you, and that's the thing that you're going to be playing, and that's the ability you have for the entire game. Which Darkchild is an anti-legend. It says at the end of your turn, ready 2 runes or 2 resources. We tap resources, we tap runes in order to play cards with a difficulty in the top left, with might in the top right. In addition to that, the reason I have to put the 2 Annies here is these are the 2 colors. She is a red-purple character. We get to pick one of these characters, and it starts on our board, and I can cast it once per game, essentially. And so when we look at the end of your turn, ready 2 runes, we then get to look at what the rest of the characters do. So we've got Annie, Fiery. It says your spells and abilities deal 5 cost red recycle. 1 red recycle. I'm going to find a better way to say this. Red recycle. Your spells and abilities deal 1 bonus damage. So if I burn you for 1 with a spell, I actually burn you for 2. And this is just while it exists on your board. Whether it's in your base or out at a battlefield. And then the other color that we could start the recycle cost is called power cost, I believe. Interesting. I will utilize that word. So 5 and a red power. And then we've got Annie Stubborn. When you play me, return a spell from your trash to your hand. So it looks like Annie's going to be a spell-based champion. I'm going to be playing literal burn spells and then re-readying runes, making my burn spells cheaper because of how Darkchild works. Kind of straightforward. I think it's all going to depend on like how good the burn spells are inside of her 2 symbols. But all in all, I need to make myself a little smaller. I didn't realize I was covering stuff. All in all, I think that Annie is neat. If I don't know why it didn't like my camera moving as well. So let's do this. If I do that, I think I'll be okay. And then 5 energy, 1 power would be 1 red power because it matters, right? For my champion unit, if that helps with Lingo. It does. It certainly does. And then I want to move you guys there so you can still speak. Okay. This is great. From here, let's talk about our signature spell, which is Tibbers. When you play me, deal 3 damage to all units at battlefield. So not in your base, but the things that you're fighting over. This is an 8 power. Oh, this isn't a spell. I thought this was a spell. Signature unit. Oh, this is interesting. I totally thought this was a spell. I missed the 7 might up in the corner. Whoa, this is a big bear. I thought an 8-drop 2 power was weird. But in her, it's only a 6-drop, right? Because you get to ready the 2 at the end of the turn. And then instead of dealing 3, you deal 4. And then on the next turn, you got a 7 might coming through. I 100% thought this was a spell. I totally thought this was a spell. Huh. Chat saying everyone else has a signature spell. She's the only one with the signature unit. That's so interesting. That's so interesting. Into the actual set characters, we've got Daughter of the Void, red, blue, exhaust reaction, add 1 power, only use only to play spells. So if there is a recycle cost, like you see in this, is it Kasai? Is it Kasai with the blue here? We can reaction tap this legend, and this will pay for the recycle cost on a spell, which is dope. That's pretty neat. Again, I'm sitting here talking about Lux of like, I like committing for, or exhausting for +2 mana. Sounds cool. All right, let's talk about the characters. Kasai Survivor, 4-drop, 4 might. Accelerate, so you can pay a little extra, make it a 5-drop, recycle a red to have me entered ready, so you can instantly move them up. And then when I conquer, draw a card. I like that ability a lot. Again, conquering means that you're winning the game, and then when you move things, you draw cards. Seems neat. Seems like a direction that I want to go. I like playing spells. I think wizards are really cool. Cool spells. And then drawing cards is dope. Love drawing cards. So I play universes. And then we got Kasai Evolutionary, 6-drop, recycle a blue, 6 might, ganking, which means you can move from battlefield to battlefield instead of from base to battlefield, battlefield to base. When I conquer, you may play a spell from your trash with energy cost, which is the number in the top, less than your points, so the game is first to 8, without paying its energy cost, which is this spot down here, then recycle it, which means you put it on the bottom. Wait. Without paying its energy cost. So this number up here, you must still play its power cost. Ah, that makes sense because it works with Daughter of the Void because you can spells it, do the thing, and you pay for this. Ha. Okay. So when this conquers, I then get to just play essentially a free spell if I'm winning the game. Oh, wait, with energy less than my points. Yeah, if I'm winning the game, I get to just like win a little harder. That seems pretty good. I pay for the free cost up here, and then Daughter of the Void makes the power cheaper. Seems like a win-win. Seems like a very good snowballing mechanic on a like 6/6 might be a little weak, but this ability, if worked together, probably feels like an absolute blowout. I think it's really gonna depend on what are the fire and what are the red blue spells that we're allowed to play. This character seems really good. Again, spells are dope. Spells are dope. Speaking of spells, let's talk about Icathian Rain. 7 recycle 3, which is a lot. Do this 6 times. Deal 2 to a unit. You can choose different units. This feels like just like these. This has got to be like I'm shooting big missiles, right? Like big magic missile type ideas. Again, I've never played League, but her just being like, oh, it's literally showing it on this picture here of her shooting all these crazy missiles out of her shoulder things. Yeah, and so it's just like 2 damage, 2 damage, 2 damage, 2 damage, just like nuke the whole battlefield. So you could take and use this Kasai when if you're at 6. Wait, energy cost less than your points. You can't play this. Because if you were at 8, you would win the game. So it can't be this one. This one you gotta play. This one you gotta play for real. This card still seems crazy. Just like cost 7, do 12 across ideas. Kasai, am I saying what was I saying? It's Kisa. Let him have his fun. Sorry, I'm being rude. I've never played League. I'm so sorry. I'm just reading it. Kisa. You're so right. You're so right. You're so right. Kaisa. Kaisa. Kai like Kyle. Hey, I appreciate the education. Kaisa. Kaisa. Okay. Kaisa. Well, now I gotta record the whole segment again. Just kidding. Volibear. Red, orange, relentless storm. When you play a mighty unit, you may exhaust me to channel one rune exhausted. So mighty is if a thing has 5 might. So this number in the top right corner. It is considered a mighty unit, which I like the classification, the distinction. Like this guy, he's mighty. And then this is just ramp, because obviously as we look at these 2 Volibear cards, they're pretty big. They play the big ones. Volibear is the only demo deck that I didn't get, and it was the one that I wanted probably the most. Because I really like I've played as Volibear. I like how big and stompy this guy is. He feels very cool. I like the ramp identity with him, and he plays cool-ass moves. Like Volibear Ferocious, 10 drop, recycle 2 reds, 9 might. He's a mighty guy. Deflect 2, so they have to recycle 2 runes to choose him for a spell or ability, which is so good, right? If we want to, we've seen so many spells so far that are just like, do a metric ton of damage to this one thing, and they have to recycle runes to do so. So put yourself back pretty significantly in order to deal with my one idea. Feels good. And then when I attack, deal 5 damage split amongst any number of enemies here. So very good at wiping out a bunch of dorks. You got a bunch of 1 might weenies. I'm just gonna wipe them all out, and then my 9 power is gonna go clean up the what actually is going to be a big deal. I'm a big fan of Volibear. I want to play the big guy. I think he's cool. And then we've got Volibear Imposing, which like he's almost hitting like an Akuma pose of like turn his back after a raging demon. Like almost. He's getting ready for it. 12, which is all of your energy. It's all your manas. And then recycle 2. He's a 10 might, a mighty man. Shield 3. So he's a 13 while defending. So he sits at a base and he just chills. He just chills. Tank, so he has to be assigned combat damage first. So you got to find 13 to get over him with attacking before you can assign combat damage to the rest of the guys sitting at your base. And then when an opponent moves to a battlefield other than mine, so if you don't come fight me, I get to draw a card. Whoa, actually, hold on. Look at this quote, though. Gods do not beg, we take what is ours. Cold, dude. Holy shit. I think Volibear is sick. I'm so in on Volibear. I don't know if he's good or not. I love the idea of like having a bunch of ramp. I had OBS crash, I think. Alright, sorry, I'm back. OBS just crashed randomly. That was crazy. I think Volibear is tight. I think I'm so in on Volley. Okay. It is not letting me record. Alright, I'll get the VOD later. I think this guy's dope. I think he's so sick. I'm so in. This is exactly how I want to play unit-based games. Is I either want to play like Cassie's really big spells that are high impact, or I just want to slam the biggest, craziest looking dudes possible to be like, you got to deal with it. You got to figure out your life. It's so sick. The big Volibear card can only really run in Aurora, but it's fine. Lots of the accelerate units that are on 5 might can be decent in non-Aurora lists. Aurora Volley is a great time if you get there though. Dude, I'm excited. We're gonna play some Volibear on the stream for sure. Stormbringer. Okay, officially, I hate the art. I'm so tired of them of artists of card games putting the words on the character's face. I can't use this in a thumbnail. Livid. Stormbringer. 6 cost, recycle 2 of your choice. Choose a friendly unit in your base. So somebody not at a battlefield. Deal damage equal to its might to all enemy units at a battlefield. Then move your unit there. Yo. So I've just got a bear sitting at home, just chilling. And then I Stormbringer, snipe your guys, and then move up. Whoa. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Thank you, Barrett. I appreciate it. This is a neat card. As for, like, spells that deal damage, I think that Volley Bear, like, even just, like, the 10-drop, like, just probably feels better, right? Like, as he's attacking, whatever. But I guess this is a 6 that I'm allowed to just, like, sit with a guy at home and just, like, shoot something for really big. Like, I've got, you ready? If I have an 8-drop, or an 8-might guy at home, this is as good as the luck spell for 2 less energy. And I get to go conquer a base, more than likely. So this is like pay 6, kill all your dudes, grab a point. That seems correct. I mean, that seems good. That seems okay. Let's talk Jinx. Jinx Loose Cannon. It's got red, purple. At the start of your beginning phase, draw 1 card if you have 1 or fewer cards in your hand, period. I know that the purple symbol is chaos. I remember that. This is the embodiment of chaos. The idea that I'm just trying to top deck and rip through my deck to see more cards than my opponent and play out as many things as I can. So, like, I'm trying to play as quick as I can or discard cards out of my hand and then do the idea, which brings us to Jinx Demolitionist, 3-drop, red recycle, 4 might, accelerate, so you can have it come in ready to be moved to a battlefield if we want, by paying 1 extra energy and recycling 1 extra. Assault 2, so it's a 6 might while attacking, and then when you play me, discard 2 cards, gets us faster, gets us closer to this loose cannon ability. The other cool thing about this card is it's very high statted because it's got this drawback of discard the 2 cards. Obviously works well with loose cannon, but this isn't like a cost to play. Like, in order to play me, you must discard 2 cards. It is do what you can. So if I have no cards in hand and I play Jinx as my last card and I discard 2 cards, I just paid a 3-drop 4-might character for without the downside because, you know, I have very few cards in my hand. And then I've got Jinx Rebel, 5 energy, purple recycle, 5 might. When you discard 1 or more cards, ready me and give me 1 might this turn, period. So it's possible if you can discard infinite cards. We'll pretend that we just have a way to do it. You can take and play the Jinx. It comes in exhausted. You discard a card. You ready Jinx. You move Jinx to a battlefield. You win the fight because, of course, you do. You're a 6 might now. You figure out a way to discard another card. It readies Jinx. You move back to your base. You discard another card. We ready Jinx. We move to the other battlefield. We conquer that one as well. And so like this Jinx has unlimited potential as long as you have discard outlets and cards to pay for it. I dig it. I think this is a very cool way to synergize with the whole loose cannon. We've got the one Jinx that like is looking for cards to be discarded. We've got the demolitionist that is looking to actively discard the cards. Like they both get big, right? They both are very large attacking characters, large might characters, become mighty quite quick. I'm in. I think this character is cool. I'm not sure that I love just ripping the cards off the top, but depending on how the other red and purple cards go, it could be something that I could see myself in. When I played the demo deck, Jinx was not my speed, but it might have just been the demo experience. From here, we've got her signature spell, Super Mega Death Rocket, which is a 4-drop, recycle one of your choice, deal 5 to a unit, period. When you conquer, you may discard a card, return this from your trash to your hand. So When I use Jinx Rebel, obviously the Super Mega Death Rocket is sitting in her lap. I will conquer with Jinx. When I conquer with her, I will use the Super Mega Death Rocket in the trash to discard it. When it gets discarded, ready Jinx Rebel, and then pick up the Super Mega Death Rocket, play the Death Rocket, kill a thing, move back to my base, protect my Jinx. Seems like a pretty good use of resources, as long as he's got like the energy and the power to pay. I'm in. I like how synergistic it is. I'm in. I think Jinx Rebel is the way more interesting version rather than starting as Jinx Demolitionist. Let's talk. Is it Darius? Darius? Who knows? Red, yellow. Hand of Darius. Hand of Noxus. Exhaust reaction. So you can do it whenever you want. Legion. Get this effect if you've played a card this turn. Okay, so it can't... It's essentially you have an extra energy if it's not the first card you play. Okay, I think that's fine. So you have a 13th energy, a 13th rune for an extra one. Okay, that's good. And then we've got the red Darius, who is whose subname is Trefarian. That's Trefarian for sure. 5 energy, recycle red, 5 might. When you play your second card in a turn, give me 2 might this turn and ready me. Interesting. So you play this Darius, you play another thing, you ready him. He's a 7 might creature, and then you go slam it into a battlefield. I'm in. That seems cool. And then we got Darius Executioner, Legion. When you play me, ready me. Only playable if you've played another card this turn. Okay, so if he's the second card you play as a 6-drop. Seems a little worse. But it's okay. And then other friendly units have +1 here. That's the same ability that we saw with the other guy, the commander. I don't remember his name. Chat will help, I'm sure. It looks like these two people are people that fight each other. This is some big Garen. Yes, thank you, Nero. This is some Lord Darius versus Garen action of Garen is the good guy commander, and then this is the bad guy commander. How close am I? Because these are the same abilities. They're just the same guys. Lore accurate? I should write for League of Legends for sure. I should write for League. Noxus versus Demacia. I see. Oh, Hand of Noxus. I understand. Okay. The thing that I'm concerned about for Darius is having cards in hand. That is the thing that I'm nervous about when they draw one game. If we were able to draw more cards, I think I'd be way more down. But like asking me to have my cool abilities only work whenever I have extra cards in my hand, like it wants me to play more cards to get my cool abilities. But like if I'm just like top decking off the top, I have to sit and wait turns, which is probably not very good in my in the Riftbound card game. It's just like waiting to do a thing to get my ability. Although, I mean, it's a good ability, right? It's a good thing to do. It's like maybe it's worth the wait, but I don't know. Unimpressed is what I'll say. Unimpressed. I guess we'll have to see how much draw we have into these two symbols. We've got Noxian Guillotine. What is happening here? Is this the side of someone's head? And it's like cutting all the way through this? Because this is, unless this is like a robot or whatever, this is graphic. if this isn't a robot, this is gory. Which this looks like a solid piece. It's a robot. It's got to be a robot. It's got to be a robot. Kids, if you're watching this, it's a robot for sure. 4 energy, 1 power, action. So play on your turn or showdowns. Choose a unit, kill it the next time it takes damage this turn. This includes any amount of damage. So I can have a 1-drop weenie come in and swing at it. I did 1 to it, we'll kill it. But Legion, so if I played a different card, kill it now instead. All right, so if I play anything, I can guillotine and just like tap a thing. That seems really good. That is really, really good. I mean, I think spot removal of this power feels really potent, and this even feels good without the Legion, which I think is a big deal. I think that I am down for this card. This feels very cool. Spot removal, not battlefield specific. Yeah. True. Mayor of Value Town. You're totally right. Of just like, I'm allowed to just like choose a unit, kill the next time it takes damage this turn, kill it now instead. Yeah, if this is a second thing, I can target things at your base. That's really good. This might be like the thing that like pushes me over of like enjoying what Darius has got going on. But again, so nervous about our hand size. So nervous. I want to play so many cards. I want to play cards. The reason we play card games is to draw cards, play cards. To the red cards. Look at these cool red cards we're about to look at. So we've gone through all the champions. We've gone through all of the champions. And then the way that the video is going to work for everybody at home is I'm going to put, Barrett told me to, you just got to do the thing or I can't look at any of your messages on stream ever again. You just... I lost it. It doesn't matter. Whatever. I'm gonna move on to Firestorm. 6 energy, recycle a red, deal 3 to all enemy units at a battlefield. At a battlefield is kind of cool. So just like nuke something for 3. With Annie, it was nuke for 4 if you've got the character out, which seems kind of cool. And we get to like add cards up to the thing. Yeah. Yeah, that one just shoots it. Incinerate. It's a 2-drop spell. Action. Oh, was this it? This does not have play during a showdown. You got to play this on your turn. Action, play on your turn or in showdowns. Deal 2 units to an enemy at a battlefield. Could potentially be +3. This has a ratted action timing, by the way. Ah, okay. So it can be played during showdowns. Okay, that's good. Deal 3 to a unit at a battlefield. Deal 3 to all enemy units at a battlefield. This card seems really good. From here, oh, I was supposed to cut that one. Excuse me, excuse me, Blazing Scorcher. 5-drop. 5 might accelerate. So you can have to come in ready, and then you can swing with it. That was good. Yeah, I like the 6-drop recycle one that just like comes in and just starts swinging. I dig it. Brazen Buccaneer. I think that looks super cute. I like the braided beard. 6-drop, 5 energy. As you play me, you may discard a card as an initial cost. If you do, reduce my cost by 2. Seems really good for Jinx, who wants cards out of their hand. So you discard cards. It's a 4-drop, and then like 4-drop, 5 might. Seems okay. Chemtech Enforcer. 2-drop, 2 might, assault 2. So while he's attacking, he's a 4. Seems pretty okay. And then when you play me, discard 1 period. When you play me, discard a card. I mean, this is very Jinx coded. I want to play this and then get rid of a thing. And then I'll be closer to having my legend work of if I've got one card in hand, I get to redraw. Seems okay. Seems like a fine 2 cost. Cleave! 1 cost action. Give a unit Assault 3 this turn. So you literally just, you hand them the axe. Like, go rip some heads off. There's +3 while attacking. It does give a unit, so it seems kind of good. Nobody won a war without attacking. Incredible line. It seems okay as a 1-drop of just like get over the finish line of like give my dude 3 extra attack, 3 extra health. Like seems worth it at a 1-drop. Especially like if my rival's like, I guess it's only while I'm attacking, so it seems probably good. I actually think that as an attacker, it's very good. It's just nice to see that this is probably the rate. Yeah, 1 energy, no power for 3 might conditional. Yeah, I think I dig it. I think this is very cool, and I do like that it's only for the attackers, not defenders. I'm in. I think it's dope. Disintegrate. Action, 4-drop, deal 3 to a unit at a battlefield. If this kills it, draw a card. An insane flavor text. So with the Annuleader, it's a 4, deal 4 to a unit, and then it's only a 2-drop in Annie because we ready 2 runes after we're done, because this doesn't have a recycle cost. So 2-drop eventually, and then redraw a card. I mean, that seems good. 2-drop, kill a guy, draw a card. Seems like exactly what we're looking for. Flame Chompers. 3 energy, 3 might. When you discard me, recycle 1 to play me. So instead of paying this cost, if you discarded to something like this, which this guy and this guy look very similar. You just get to play them for free. It's just like you just like throw a bunch of dudes on the board. And I just realized that the Flame Chompers are not this guy, it's these things. And there are 3 of them as a 3 cost and then the 3. I'm learning. I'm learning. Get excited. 2-drop, recycle a red, action, play on your turn, discard 1, period, deal its energy cost as damage to a unit on a battlefield, ignore its power cost. Love that. So the number up here. So discard whatever card you want, and then shoot something for a number. That seems really good, especially in like with Jinx. Just trying to get everybody. I read the flavor text. Trying to get all the cards out of your hands. You can just keep drawing cards. This is like a cool way to just shoot a thing. But it does say deal damage at a battlefield, which I think is important. So pitch Chompers, deal 3, get a dude. Yeah, it makes sense to me. And then you clean pay for the cost because you tap 2, recycle the red, and then recycle the red to get the extra. I dig it. I dig it. Hex Tech Ray. 1 recycle action, deal 3 damage to a unit on a battlefield. I mean, here's Lightning Bolt. Boop. Just boop. Hey, there's the good one. Yeah, this seems pretty okay. Probably. I don't know if we play how many we play in our red decks, but just like shooting something for 3 seems like value, right? And then playing your turn or showdowns. This plus the axe seems kind of good. I'm attacking. I give something 3 health and 3 power, and then I shoot something else for 3. I'm in. Legion Rearguard. 2-drop. 2 might accelerate. You can make him a 3-drop recycle red to have him come in ready. probably fine. Really good if you need to start scoring points early. Really good if you need to, like, try and contest something and you've got, like, you draw the thing. They wipe your board. I have a thing that I can do. Yeah. Easily could see this guy late game winning a game under the right circumstances. And early, he just scores you a quick point. As long as you're down to pay the recycle cost. Magma Worm. Now we're talking. 8 drop. Recycle a red. 8 might. Other friendly units enter ready. This guy seems absolutely crazy. I spend my whole turn playing the Magma Worm. He sits in my base and does nothing. And then I proceed to take every creature that I play has haste for the rest of the game. I'm just gonna start moving them. And he's mighty? Damn right he's mighty. Yeah, we just start moving guys up as quick as we can. Seems really, really solid. From here we got Noxus Hopeful, 4 drop, 4 might. Legion, I cost 2 less. Gets this effect if you played another card this turn. Again, same thing with the other Noxus characters. I don't love that I have to play another thing, but I guess like on turn 2, I play a 2 drop. I play this thing for 4. Like it probably feels really, really good in the early game. Like the aggression that the Noxus cards do are probably nuts, yeah? Like they're probably really good early. But man, turn 1, if you go second in Darius, no, you're totally right. 3 runes plus a legend? Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's fair. Yeah, I mean this is probably really good. I mean, and 4 might is like nothing to sneeze at, right? Like that contests a lot of people's guys. Pouty Poro. 2 energy, 2 might, deflect. Opponents must pay recycle 1 to choose me with a spell or ability. If spot removal is a big deal, then I guess this guy's get okay. But we've seen, like, is the standard rate 2 for 2 with the like. I don't know enough about the metagame to know if like people are playing Hectech Ray, which like pay 1, recycle 2 to kill this Poro probably does not seem very, very good. But it's only 2 might, so like probably just dies in a fight. Unsure. I guess the thing about this is like if you've got all the cards that are like we saw the now I don't even want to say her name. Is it Kaisa? Of the like I'm gonna shoot 6 things for 2. Recycling another thing back to target the Poro, that probably seems not very good. Of like the really wide array of stuff. So that probably doesn't feel very good. And so like you get to keep the Poro and normally your board would be wiped. Like they just pick something else and shoot it for 4 instead of this. That's probably okay. I don't know. He probably has a place. I think it depends on the metagame. Sky Splitter. It's got a cool bear on it. 8 energy. Recycle a red. Action. This spell's energy cost is reduced by the highest might among units you control. Deal 5 to a unit at a battlefield. Volley Bear keeps looking like my guy. Look at this quote. Puny mortals. Is he just like a big somebody who Barrett, will you DM me what Volley Bear's deal is in League? Because this guy seems sick. This guy seems dope. He looks cool. He slings big moves, and he looks like a badass. My kind of unit, and he is a unit. I had a Yu-Gi-Oh player moment with this and just didn't read the cost reduction. Yeah. I have a big dude. I'll just shoot you for 5. I'm so in. I'm so in. This is sick. Captain Foreign. 4 energy, recycle a red, 5 might. Other friendly units here have assault. So when he's moving with the friends, with the homies, they all get +1. So he's a 5, and he turns your other guys into +1 attackers. This guy's kind of cool. This guy's kind of neat. I guess it depends on how quickly you can spam out a bunch of dudes. But I mean, we've already seen things like the chompers and whatnot, like turning those from 3s into 4s. I think he's going to be able to clean up a lot of units, especially with this guy being a 5, right? Like having spammable like a bunch of little units and then Captain Farhan coming in and pushing. It's like pretty dope. The power cost is fixed in volley for Rune might for Value 10. I'm not quite sure what you're saying. Try one more time for me. Dangerous Duo. 3 energy, 3 might, Legion. So if it's the second card you played. Because Volley Legend replaces the power cost. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that totally makes sense. When you play me, give a unit +2 this turn. I dig it. So you play this, you buff somebody else, and then that other person could go in and swing if they're like, we're already played this turn. This is dope. I like this. Of like, this is a unit that's becoming later on in the game, but in this turn, this guy's gonna be big. Especially like if you've got the resources to like pay for the extra. I pay to keep like or recycle things and give something accelerate or whatever. This is cool. I like it. Iron Ballista. This is a gear. First gear. If you're unfamiliar with what gear is, it sits in your base and is like an asset in universes or like an artifact in Magic that just sit in your base and they just like do a thing. Like this one, 3 energy. It enters exhausted or tapped, and then you tap it at sorcery speed, deal 2 to a unit at a battlefield, and so you just shoot something for 2. Dope. Very cool. If any of the things have 2 or less, you just kind of shoot them. I like this card a lot. I like the board control that it can deal, and just like not have to worry about on board threats that could have like some shenanigans happen. Just like I'll just deal 2 to a unit. Bang. Is neat. Is it good enough though? Because it doesn't. If I shoot your 3 might guy for 2, after the ability resolves, it'll heal back up to full. It'll heal back up to 3. So this doesn't do anything to anything that is 3 or more. But in order to interact with this, like if they have a 2-drop, they have to have a reaction. Wait, they can't even play a reaction to this. Am I crazy? Or how do reactions work? Reactions say, I know reactions can happen to spells before the ability resolves, but can it work on abilities before abilities resolve? They can react. Okay. So if I shoot a guy for 2 and they give it 1 might and at react, they're good. Interesting. I don't know. I think Iron Ballista is neat. Just as like onboard control of like, I'm just gonna keep shooting. I'll keep shooting weenies, because it like doesn't have. The only cost is I paid 3 energy for it. I lost a card out of my deck in my hand. Noxus Saboteur, 3 energy, 3 might. Your opponent's hidden cards can't be revealed here. So if they're defending at a base and they have a hidden card, and Noxus Saboteur attacks, enters the showdown, they're not allowed to unflip their hidden card. Seems really, really mean to exclusively Teemo. Seems really mean to that guy in particular. A bit of a silver bullet to that one. I'm sure there's plenty of other hidden cards that we'll talk about, but seems annoying to say the least. Seems like a perfect sideboard card. Holy cow! I got a thing. I dig it. I'll have to look at that off stream. Raging Soul. Holy cow! The art on this is very sick. It's a 4 energy. 4 4 might. If you've discarded a card this turn, I have assault and ganking. So while it's at a battlefield, it can move to a different battlefield, and it's a 5, not a 4. And if you've discarded a card. So it seems like a I have something on the board. I've kept it on the board. I want to keep it on the board. And then it will then move and have some stuff. I guess it just depends on, like, keeping this thing alive seems difficult as only base 4 power. Or base 4 might. Keeping it alive seems difficult at a 4 cost. But it probably feels incredible when it's working, which means it's just like a win more card. I'm not in love. Scrapyard Champion. 5 diff, recycle a red, 5 might. Legion. When you play me, discard 2, then draw 2. So this makes cards like this significantly cooler, because it's not, because this says if I've discards and then redraws, which I think is a big deal. Wow, this guy's dope. I'm into this one because there are so many just like if discarded do a cool thing ideas. Discard a thing and then grab one back. Okay. Just cycling through your deck because of like how slow the draw is in this game. Like this card seems like I just want to play so many of this one. But Legion says I have to play another card first? Ugh. It does say discard 2, then draw 2? Wait, so if it's the last card in my hand, I don't have to discard anything. This just says draw 2. This card seems crazy in Jinx. Am I crazy? Am I nuts? I play a thing, I get my 2 cards. I play a thing, and then I play this. And then I discard 2, and then draw 2. And then I play one more card. And then I got 1 card in hand. The next turn, I have 3. That seems okay. That seems worth it. That seems like a sick pop-off turn. Sun Disc. I remember this guy from what's the other League of Legends card game? I don't remember what it's called. But I remember this guy making a bunch of Sand Warrior dudes that when they hit or whatever, they died. I don't remember what this is. Sun Disc, 2 recycle 1. Legends of Runeterra. Runeterra! Yes, that's it. Tap this, Legions. If you play another card, the next unit you play this turn enters ready. I dig it. I really, really dig it. Having a thing that gives your guys haste just lets you be more aggressive, which is very obviously what red wants to do. It wants to get in there and swing. So I like this card a lot. I'm into it. And this could be the card that you play. You could go Sun Disc, tap, play a thing, and then send it. Yo, that's pretty good. This one seems neat. I also just noticed the gear in the top corner here. I wonder if spells have a different shape in this corner rather than might. And I haven't noticed yet. We're going to see a spell, and we'll find out. Hey, it has a different symbol in the top. Thermos Beam keeps my hot chocolate warm. It is a 5 energy, 2 red power, action, kill all gear. Okay. Incredible sideboard card. If my opponent has got too many shinies, you just wipe them all. Turn the limiter off. The beam is totally stable. Common last words. Holy cow. What a great flavor quote. That's awesome. This is really, really good flavor text. This is fine. Obviously not going to be in main deck. Great sideboard piece. Very, very good. Very cool. Unlicensed Armory. 2 energy. Discard 1. Exhaust. Choose a friendly unit. The next time it dies, you may recycle 1 to recall it exhausted instead. This card is incredible. This is exactly what Jinx wants. I discard cards, I suicide my guys, and then bring them back to the base instead of killing them. Because having dudes, I think, is going to be tough for Jinx. Because we're down, we want to play out our hand as quick as possible. And so then having cards back in hand seems tough. I'm in. I think Unlicensed Armory is probably a necessity for that character. Seems dope. Seems like a cool pickup. Void Seeker. 3 recycle a red. Action. Deal 4 to a unit. Add a battlefield period. Draw a card. This one seems very good. 4 seems like a great break point. The fact that it replaces itself seems really good. And I think the 3 cost is probably fine. I pay 3 to like do the thing. This also really works well with Kaisa, because you can just like play this for free, right? Like you just like this one, if I have 4 points when blue Kaisa conquers, I just shoot a thing for 4 and draw a card. That seems insane. That seems insane. Yuck. Yucky. Disgusting. Yo, I just noticed that this symbol and this symbol are the same. We're learning. Chat, we're learning. It's a good day for a hunt. All right, we'll keep going. Blind Fury. Again, whoever makes the art for these, quit having the picture cover the character's face. This is a dope picture. I'll never get to use it in a thumbnail ever, ever, ever. Stop. 4-drop, recycle 2 reds, spell Blind Fury. Action, play on your turn. Each opponent reveals the top card of their main deck. Choose one and play it, ignoring its cost, then recycle the rest. Seems really cool in the 4-player version of the game. Seems really, really hit or miss in the 1v1 version. Do you want it? Nir, if you send me a link to where these pictures are, I can go grab them myself. I don't mind. This card seems really interesting. I like that a card like this exists for the not 1v1 play, but man, 1v1 seems really tough. I guess you get to play it for free, right? Like you just play it for free? Like whatever it is, I just play it. Choose one, play it, ignoring its cost, then recycle the rest. It's fine. Probably fine. Inconsistent, I think. Did I double tap this? I did. Hey, it's Void Seeker again. I hope that means I didn't miss one, because that would make me feel sad. Draven Showboat. 5, recycle 1, 3 power. My might is increased by your points. So the more I'm winning, the more Draven is winning. Incredible ability for a guy. It's not Draven. Is it Draven? It's Draven. Oh, because he's like a wrestler guy. This is League lore. You're hitting me with the lore, and I appreciate it. I think this is cool. Definitely a win more character, right? Let's admire me for a bit. Great quote. Definitely a win more card, right? If I'm winning, I'm gonna snowball and win even harder. I have felt that games have been fairly close in this game. I've not had very many. Again, I'm only playing the demo decks. I've not had a ton of